There are several different pre-checks we want to do with our meter before we try to use it. One of the first things we're going to do, we don't even need the leads plugged in, is we're going to turn the meter on. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to check our meter leads. In order to do that, we're going to take our meter, we're going to put it on ohms, take our meter leads, touch our two leads together, and our meter should zero out. We want to check them individually. So we're going to take the black lead out first, insert just our red lead in here. Now we're going to check just the black lead. And we know our black lead is good. So everything checks out. I know the meter leads are good, and as far as the ohm function, I know it is in calibration and I did zero out. Another thing we can check is we're going to make sure our amp fuses are good. That this does have two different internal fuses. That it has a 10 amp scale and it has a 400 milliamp scale. Both of these are internally fused, so if you do use this as an amp meter, you know your meter's protected. We're still on the ohms function, and I can take my red lead in here, and I can actually check my 10 amp fuse internally. I get a very low reading, so I know that fuse is good. If I get a very high reading or an OL reading, that tells me that internal fuse is bad. On the milliamp function, we can't do that, that no matter what, it's going to show an OL reading on this meter. So if you did want to check that, you'd have to actually open the meter up and ohm or check that fuse internally. Now, one of the biggest things I'll tell you whenever you do have meters that have internal fuses, they are special fuses. They are a fast-acting, slow-blow fuse. That means that they can handle that current, but if you go much above it or if you get any type of a big inrush, they are designed to blow very quickly to protect your meter. A lot of times a technician will ask me, so why do I need to spend the time to do that? Well, there's an easy answer for that. That's all service manuals or technical bulletins, all those things are written based on, one is assuming a technician knows how to use the meter, and two, assuming the meter is in proper working order. That if you have a meter that's out of calibration, you have bad leads, defective leads, if your meter is not right and you don't spend the time to make sure it's right, you can spend a lot of time and misdiagnose stuff simply because your meter's not right.